What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in to my point of view. I appreciate everybody that's continuing to rock with me. Anybody new here, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, today I want to touch on investing or money in general, to be honest, man. It's just, I see so many people trying to give money advice. Most of them don't even have money, to be honest, but even the ones who do, everybody just run out and do it. And the thing is, it's okay to follow the greats, and it is definitely okay to mimic the people who made it where you're trying to make it and the ones who before you. The past definitely predicts the future, but in all honesty, y'all need to learn that money is not a one-size-fit-all type of thing. And I know that's not like really, that's kind of a frowned upon thing to say, but in all honesty, it really is the truth. Money is not a one-size-fit-all. It's some people who gamble every day. Every day they gamble. But guess what? They mostly win. Or not even mostly win, but they win big enough when they do that it doesn't affect their lifestyle. But then you got people that gamble every day and they're damn near about to go homeless. But the person that's winning the gambling can tell you, hey, go to the casino and try it all. Play poker. I'm amazing at it. I'm amazing. I'm such a great person. And guess what? That's them. Somebody can tell you, hey, man, invest in real estate. Real estate the best thing ever, man. That's where you need to be at. We all buying houses. You go out and buy a house and be the worst shit you ever did in your life. If you're going to mimic somebody, make sure you mimic the ones who's in the field you want to be in. A lot of times, and I learned this from my own investing journey, you can't jump around. I used to think it was cool to be like, I do this, I do that, I do this, I got this. And I wasn't getting nowhere. I got somewhere, but I really wasn't getting nowhere. When I sat down and literally started focusing on one category at a time, even if you do plan on diversifying later, focus on something, get good at it, and shoot for it. Go hard, go all in, and that's be your main thing. And then after that, you go, okay, you know what? I got some nice little nest egg. I got a good little routine going. Now I'm going to venture off into something else. When I was trying to buy houses, start a business, do this, do that, buy some stock, get some gold, man, there was so much money going out, and guess what? Nothing was done. You know why? Because I'm buying a house, but I done took the money I was supposed to use to rehab the house to go buy the cars that I'm trying to start my Turo business with. But damn, now I can't get the car fixed that I bought because I done spent the money on the real estate. So now I got two businesses with no money being made because the house not ready to get rented out, the car's not ready to get rented out. What the fuck? But if I would have just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just buy the house, fix it up, then rent it out, then we go focus on the cars, or vice versa, I would have been winning. Wouldn't have been rich, but I would have been in the green at least, hopefully. It would have made more sense. A lot of people got to start realizing that you can't take money advice from everybody, and you can't do everything you see somebody else doing, bro. I'm glad they made money with Airbnb, but that don't mean you're going to make money with Airbnb. It just shows you that it's possible. But just because something is possible, that doesn't make it probable. You're not guaranteed to make it. That just is what it is. But it's a lot easier to make it in something you're passionate about, for one. If you are trying to get into investing or starting your own business and things of that nature, it's better to start with something that you actually like doing. Because that's the stuff you usually tend to go the hardest at. Not only that, it's also, you got to understand that the people who telling you what to do still had their own life. You don't know the type of help they had. You don't know the type of money they started with. Everybody swore they started from the bottom, but everybody's bottom is different. I'm going to be honest. Everybody has their own struggle story. Some people worse than others, but at the end of the day, you don't know what got that person that leg up. The only thing I would consider as one size fit all is just saving and investing in general things. Like buying real estate actually is a very risky investment, but it is beneficial if you buy right, which is a lot easier said than done. I love real estate personally. I've purchased plenty of houses, but to be honest with you, I was in real estate for years before I made some money. I mean years, damn near a decade before I really seen some money. Most of the people who own real estate, they already have money. Real estate really not a big money maker unless you already have money. It's more of a money saver. It helps you diversify a little bit. It gives you a real physical asset. So when you try to go to banks to get land, and you're like, oh, I own all these properties. Oh, I got rental income coming in. Even if you're not even really in the green, it just looks good. You got something to fall back on that makes me want to give you some money. Are you getting a lot of money? Oh, bet. We're going to help you avoid taxes this way. That's what a lot of people buy real estate for, really just to avoid taxes. Not avoid them, but lower them. I'm not going to say avoid them, but to lower taxes. A lot of people don't buy real estate to really make money. Not saying that people don't make money, but it's not as the way they try to make it seem on fucking Instagram and YouTube. The stock market It's very volatile, but personally, I do like the stock market. To be honest with you, I'm a big real estate guy, but lately, I've been leaning a little bit more towards the stock market. I'm going to be honest, because the money I put into real estate, if I were to put into the stock market, I'd be turned right now. To be honest, the stock market is a very easier thing to get into. See, and the thing is, right, and like I said, I always speak from my point of view and personal experience. I try to resonate with people and try to show them my history with something. I don't just tell people to go do shit. I tell you the pros and cons, and I just tell you like my point of view. The thing about investing in real estate versus stock market, it's easier to do real estate than stock market, which is crazy. It's easier to get into the stock market, right? But once you're into the stock market, the problem with a lot of people is there's no roof. There's no end goal. And y'all don't have set amounts. Like, okay, when I first started doing real estate, say I go look at a house, okay, man, I was in Detroit. Houses was cheap as fuck when I first started buying them. My first house, I paid $6,000 for it. That was nothing. But say for instance, I paid $6,000 for a house, right? Because that's what I did. And I take my contractor to do, we walk around, he say, you know what? Give me $45,000 and it'll be fully done. Livable, turnkey, let's get it. So I'm like, okay, 45 plus the 6, all right, bet. I'm at 51. I'm gonna just make it 55 just for any incidentals. 55,000. I know after 55,000, I'm done. It's not like that with the stock market. With the stock market, it's just you just keep putting money into it. It's not really an end goal. You know what I mean? So what I learned is when the stock market is, you have to give yourself an end goal. You have to give yourself I want to hire 50,000 in Apple. I want 20,000 in Care Trust. I want 30,000 in Amazon. Like, you got to have a set amount. It's a lot easier to invest in something when you have a goal, because when you don't, it's just kind of weird to me. It's hard to know how much money to put in. And another thing I prefer to do is my savings and my investments, I have automatic deposits no matter what. Everybody money comes in different. But if you are a W-2 employee and you get a paycheck, what I would do is allocate a certain percentage of every paycheck I get to investing and saving. And for the people who do like fucking Instacart or you a DoorDasher, you can invest too, but you have to do it different. You can still do the percentages, but it's always a percentage. But when your money come in and it fluctuates so much, I prefer to do set amounts. And you don't need a lot, bro. When I first started investing, man, when I first started investing, I did better. But when in the middle, when I started focusing more on real estate investing and not stocks and gold and stuff of that nature, I used to just put $25 a week into my stock account. And then I put another $25 into my savings. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That $50, that little shit, what's that, $200 a month, grew. And then I started, switched it to 50, then to 100, then, so on and so forth, because you're supposed to technically grow with it. But it adds up, and you don't notice it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, one day you just look at your savings, kind of like, damn, I got $6,000 in this motherfucker. Damn. You look at your investment account, because you got to understand with the stocks, they go up and down. It fluctuates. Some days we in the green, some days we in the red. I personally don't look at them. I just keep putting the money into the stuff I trust. I don't take no money out of the stock market. I just keep adding more. When shit go down, I buy more. We might start doing 50 this week instead of 25 because shit low and I really want to eat. That's the type of stuff I do say is one size fit all. Most of the time, most of the things is not. But I can honestly say buying stocks and real estate is one size fit all, but the strategies are not one size fit all. That's the problem. A lot of people try to sell you guys the strategies, the glitz and glamour, the dream. Bro, most of that shit is buy now, win later. All that day trading shit, all that fixing and flipping houses, all that get a property. We go house hat, we go get 4 units, we go rent it out this and that. Man, that shit sound good. You gonna be probably barely paying that mortgage. You gonna make $200 a month off that rent. Most landlords don't make shit. Trust me, I've been one more than once. The stocks, it's amazing to see the money because it's like in a savings account with high interest, but it's still, you're not getting rich tomorrow. You need 100,000 in a stock before you really start seeing some money back. And that's only if you pick good dividend stocks. Me personally, I prefer dividend stocks. I really don't like stocks that don't pay dividends because I want something for my money. Growth stocks is cool. I'm not going to knock it, but I like dividends. Now, I do invest in Bitcoin. That's not a dividend stock. That's not even a stock as a cryptocurrency, but still, I do invest in Bitcoin without no guarantee return as far as, dividends in nature. But it's so volatile and it grows so quick that I got to fuck with it. It's like, why not? But I don't put the same amount of money into that as I do into my actual stocks. Sometimes I put more, sometimes I put less, but most of the time I put more into the actual dividend stocks. But that's the advice I would give people. Pick good companies you trust. You can obviously do some research. And you can take some advice from these gurus. Just don't let them lead you, bro. You still have, everybody has to remember, bro, you have to think for yourself. And personally, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't put my money in nobody's fucking hands. I was outside too long. I don't trust nobody with my money. Everybody trying to get down on me. If you ask me, I'll figure this shit out myself. Even if I lose, at least I can, who I'ma blame? I'd rather lose because of me than lose because of another nigga. Why would I just give you some money and some shit I don't understand? If I don't understand stocks, you're not investing it for me. I'm smooth. Go get some ETFs and just keep throwing your money into an ETF. You'll be fine. Don't give your money to Jay Morrison and say, go invest in that real estate. Touch the real estate fund, all that shit. They got scammed. Look at Caesar scamming. I don't trust people with my money, bro. Especially when we talking big numbers. Just take the losses on your own, bro, and figure this shit out. Because guess what? When you take the loss and you gain the knowledge, you can get it back. When another person take a loss for you, you know what's going to happen? You just shit out of luck because you don't know how to get the money back. The only way you knew how to get the money was the way you got it initially. And don't let it be you just came into some money. Don't let it be a tax return. Don't let it be your grandma died and left you some money. So you don't even know how to get that money. So now you double fucked. I'd rather take the lessons and losses myself. Don't put your money in nobody's hand. Fuck that. I don't invest with nobody unless I'm hands-on. I need to see some paperwork. We doing this shit together. I'm seeing the houses with you. We talking to the contractors. I'm here. I don't know you. I don't trust you. I don't trust nobody with my motherfucking money. Because everybody need money. And when you see how the lowest things people would do to get money, no, I'm good. I'm smooth. Figure it out. I'll figure that shit out myself. I done took plenty of losses. I lose, man, constantly. I'm still losing to this day. I'm never going to stop losing because I'm never going to stop learning. I'm never going to stop trying to win. The more you try to win, the more losses you're going to take because you got to really lose down there before you win for the most part. That's how you get to the winning seat. You lose. I would just say, in all honesty, bro, I prefer, like I said, real estate, stocks, and gold. Gold is not the same type of investment, but I did see my gold damn near double from when I bought it. So, hey, you know, but like I said, you got to allocate money to certain areas, like a percentage of your check. If you a W-2, like I just said, 10% go to your savings, 15% go to your stocks, another 5% go to gold. Even if you don't make enough money, right, and that 5% to buy the gold, just keep throwing it to the side. Now you got your gold fund. Now you got your 300. Now you got your 500. You don't need a lot. Start off with a couple grams of gold. It'll build up just like everything else. That's what you got to do. If you in debt, make a set amount to pay off your debt. All this shit, you gotta have systems in place. Without systems, you're gonna lose, and that's what fucked me up so long in life. I used to think I was smart because I just saved money. I saved my money, I invest my money, and I was investing like a motherfucker. But guess what? It all came crumbling down because I never really had an actual system. Once I started with a system, I started with less money with a system, and I got a little bit further. I'm better now than when I just had buku cash and was just throwing money in the shit. Because you need systems. You need some type of structure, bro. Life needs to be structured. Everybody that's rich, they have structure. You need that. When you think of yourself in your investment journey, when you first starting out, you're a kid. The same way you got to give kids structure or they're going to fuck up in life, you're going to need yourself to get structure or you're going to fuck up in life. You never stop growing, so that means you never stop looking at yourself as a kid because a kid is just an unknowing human being, just like you need to start thinking of yourself as you're an unknowing human being. Just that simple. You got to be smart and stop listening to people, bro. These motherfuckers not laying like that. You are the product. You know they say if something is free, that means you're the product. They're using your views on their channel while they scamming you to sell ads. Tell you to buy their courses and shit. Fuck their courses. I'm not saying fuck all of them, but fuck most of them. It's people in your local city that does stock trading. You can go talk to them. At least invest with somebody you can call. Shit, you run off with my money. At least I might see your ass at McDonald's one day with your kids, or our kids might go to the same school in the future. Why you investing with a nigga in Idaho? Nigga, you stay in Montana. They in Atlanta. You don't know shit about them. If they run off you, it's nothing you can do. What you gonna take them to court? You ain't getting that shit back. Y'all be invested with niggas on Instagram, bro. You don't even know that nigga, bro. Look up, if you want to do real estate, it's real estate meetups probably in your local circle. Start searching real estate on Facebook and start seeing how many groups they got in your local area. That's what you do. And then the thing is, it helps you more because now you can use your expertise. A nigga telling you, I'm from Detroit. A nigga be like, yeah, man, it's a house worth $1 million. That bitch right there on 6 Mile of Southfield. No, the fuck is not. No, the fuck is not. You ain't scamming me, sir. I know better than that. You don't know how much that shit worth in Atlanta. It sound good. You just believe the hype. They done got your ass out of some 100,000 thinking you about to do some shit. And you like, bro, that house not even worth half of that. We can't even sell that house. They don't even like that area. That bitch ain't even gentrified yet. You just look stupid. Y'all gotta start thinking for yourselves, bro. And the problem with it, why a lot of people lose, because everybody's so fucking lazy nowadays. Y'all don't want to wait. Y'all don't want to play the long game and realize that it's gonna take y'all 10 to 15 years to start winning. Y'all want to win today. Y'all don't want to really go do the work and learn how to invest your own money because the nigga on Instagram said he'd do it for you and he ain't taxing. I'ma just give it to him. Why? What are you losing? You ain't gonna get to play the game as much? You can't watch TV? You can't pull up on hoes all day? No, nigga, sit your ass down and read some books. Go to YouTube University. Start studying. Start just trying shit. Keep it going, bro. Stop sitting on your asses, bro. That's the problem why we don't win. You gotta really put in the legwork to get us somewhere in life, bro. Not really that, bro. It ain't no shortcuts. It ain't no elevators. It's all stair action. It's all stair action. You go up and down them bitches all day. But hey, at the end of the day, you will make it if you stick to the fundamentals and you come up with a structure. If you want to start a business, don't jump to 20 different businesses. Pick something you like, run with it. If you don't want to start a business, and that's fine. You don't have to. Everybody don't need to be an entrepreneur. Go bust your ass at work. Find some stocks to invest in. I would really start with stocks first because it's so cheap to get into it. If you're just starting out and you don't have money, stocks and gold should be your first thing to invest in. I prefer stocks over gold. I do like gold, but I'm not going to necessarily say go get gold over stocks. I'm not going to say that. If you can do both, do both. If not, start with stocks. You can start with $5 Bitcoin as well. I do invest in Bitcoin, so I wouldn't tell y'all not to. I definitely would. I only put $5 a day into Bitcoin. That's $150 a month. Sometimes I up it, but for the most part, $5. That's nothing. If you wasn't smoking weed, you would have that. If you didn't drink liquor, look how much money you spent. $200 a month on liquor. Spend $200 a month on that stock. Stop playing with yourselves, bro. It's getting harder out here, and most of y'all getting older, including me. We all getting older, to be honest. Every fucking day we all get older. You gotta be smart with your shit, bro. And if you don't got people around you telling you that, you need to clear your circle as well, because that's also an investment. You gotta stand on business behind yourself, because nobody's gonna take care of you. I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna take care of you. I'm gonna get y'all, okay, like me personally, I'm gonna give y'all some of my investment strategies. These the easy investment strategies. For one, structure, like I said, percentages of all my money, or I have set amounts every week that go into it in my investments. I get credit cards, right? I got credit cards. My credit cards give me reward points. Some of them give me cash back. Some of them give me straight miles. The miles I usually use for my flights. But the reward cash, that's what I buy my gold with. So I let my rewards build up till I get to a few $100 and I'm $400 in. Like, okay, let me go get a couple grams of gold. You don't need a lot, a couple grams at a time, unless you just spend crazy money. But me, hey, I'm a regular person just like everybody else. I take my credit card points and cash back. I buy gold. I got a change jar. I've been having a change jar since I was born, for real. Everybody look at me like I'm crazy because if I get in your car and you got change on the ground, oh, let me get that. You don't want that? I don't disrespect change. I pick pennies up off the ground. I want all that shit. I don't fuck how much money I got in my pocket. I done pick pennies up off the ground with 100,000 in my car. Fuck that. I'm picking it up. And I build up my change jar. Every time my change jar get full, I use that to buy stocks. I still got a set amount that I invest in stocks, but that's my, I got 500 now. I'm going to throw in there. That's what you do. Or guess what? You can, like, at one point in time when I was heavy into real estate and I was doing stocks, but mostly real estate, when my change got full, that 500 to go buy me a couple toilets for my properties. I'm like, damn, I need 2 toilets. I'm about to take this 500 and buy that. But I always use it for some type of investment. I never play with the money. When I was younger, my dad used to save his change in dollars into his piggy bank. And at the end of every year, he used to take that and buy our Christmas presents. Of course, he had to put some money with it. It wasn't $1 million, but I ain't gonna lie, some years he didn't. You know, you get a lot of dollars in change back then, because that's back for everybody was just using straight plastic. It's more of a plastic virtual world now. But a lot of people, like nowadays, change a lot harder for me to come by. I remember I used to save so much change, but I really don't use cash anymore. And that's what made me start using my reward points for investments. Because at first I was using that to buy stuff that I wanted. I was like, you know what, I got $1,000 in points. I'm about to just go buy me shit. some ice in the buffs. I'm about to go buy me a nice Louis shirt. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I started noticing my change jar didn't get full as quick as I used to fill my change jar because it's not real big. It's only like, when it's full, like $300-$400. It's like a little, it's a Lysol jar. The one you get the little wet wipes out. I took one of those and used it as my change jar. So it only be like, depending on how much silver change I got in there, $300-$400 when it's full. Sometimes less if I got, you know, obviously more pennies and stuff. But I noticed instead of it being full a couple times a year, it might only fill up once a year. I can't afford to just only invest $400 or $500 a year. I mean, like I said, this was before I even had the set amounts because I still was unstructured at this time. I was trying, but I still didn't have it all. So I started noticing it dwindling. I said, man, it's not fast enough. Especially when I seen my accounts go up and I'm like, damn, if I would have put 5,000 in this, I'd have been up. You know what I'm saying? 20,000, I'd be up. I'm like, no, I got to start investing more. I got to do more. And that's when I started like, you know what, I'm going to play with my reward points. Now, these are just a couple of my strategies. I'm not telling y'all to do this, but what I am telling y'all is this is my system. This is the type of system you need to start seeing progress. Like I said, I'm not the richest, bro. But I do a lot better than a lot of people, and I got a lot more to fall back on than a lot of people because I came up with a system. You need that. You definitely need that. And I would encourage everybody to, after they watch this video, to sit down, look over their finances, and start coming up with a system to start investing your money. Because to be honest with you, bro, we all gonna need it. They trying to get rid of us left and right at these jobs. AI taking over shit. The unemployment crazy. Man, they cutting off Section 8 welfare. I mean, obviously, it might not be cut off for life, but at the same time, who want to be on that shit? I was blessed to never have to be on that shit in my adult years. In my younger years, I was forced to be on it. I don't got no bridge card. I'm not on Section 8. I don't pay rent because I did what I was supposed to do. And then a lot of y'all, it's never too late to start winning. It's never too late to start investing. But I can honestly tell you, we all know time goes by fast. I feel like I just graduated high school yesterday. It was a while ago. That shit go fast. Look at your kids. Remember when you first had them? Look how old they is now. It was a while ago. Time go by quick, but guess what? That's a good thing when you throwing money into that investment. You gotta look up 10 years, nothing been flew past. You got a couple M's, or at least a M, or even a couple 100,000. Fuck it, it's better than a lot of people gonna have. I trust you, because no matter how much we tell people to invest, they're still not gonna do it. That's just the sad truth. A lot of these people still not gonna invest, and it is what it is. Just make sure you're not one of them, man. But like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I don't like to make my videos too long, because the people got shit to do, like learn how to invest. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me, bro. Anybody new here, like I said, please like, comment, share, subscribe. All feedback is appreciated. I'm very optimistic. I don't care if it's positive or negative. I'm not that sensitive, and I got very tough skin. I appreciate everybody that watched my video all the way to the end. I fuck with y'all for real. Y'all the real ones. I appreciate everything and everybody, man. But that's the end of this video. I'm out.